Hey, Nick, stay in the green room. Don't be poking your head out of the green room.
Well, in this case,
Can't
my
drink the bomb water.
No, I can't. I was talking to somebody else, and I thought that I put my hand over the thingy. And anyway, go on. Move along. Nothing to see here. Move along. Yeah.
Okay.
Being patient, I have a lot to talk about, so I'm letting you guys talk while you can.
Mr. Nicholas Grabowsky.
Oh,
Is he out of the green room?
Some of my smoke from the green room out on y'all. Sorry about that. Hope it affects you on a good level.
How you doing, Nick?
Yeah, I'm doing mighty good, as a matter of fact.
That is fantastic.
Thank you for asking.
So you enjoyed yourself in our green room, huh?
That was a good green room, yeah. Yep.
Oh, good.
Green turned from green to purple to well, there's a lot of colors there, but I'm out of it now, and I'm fine. I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here. Okay. Okay, I guess the first thing that we want to talk about is your new book, which is called Red, Wet Dirt. How did you come up with that cover?
Well, you know, I've been fooling around with publishing for about 9 or 10 years, off and on. Sometimes publishing myself, sometimes publishing other people, until the whole Black Bedsheet Books thing came along. But I've always been interested in covers, and I've always been into doing things for myself. I mean, you know, one of my #1 philosophies has always been, if you want to get something done, especially done right, sometimes you just got to do it yourself. So with that and stuff, and like fooling around with graphics on computers with computer programs and la-di-da, I had an idea for the Red Wet Dirt cover, and so I kind of tried to figure it out. And I can't draw worth beans, but I can put pictures together on a program. So, but I couldn't quite get it, and so I figured, okay, damn it, I'm gonna do it myself. So what I did was I set up a studio in my garage, and I've put up photo studios and things for shots before in my garage. Nothing X-rated, just just the thing. But I had this like old cabinet that had no top, and it had 2 doors that opened so that you'd see the entire inside. So I went in the garage. I mean, I went out back, and I took a shovel, and I took some grass and put it on the front part of the cabinet, and I just set up a camera and set up a digital camera on a ladder, and I set it for like 3 minutes, and I took off my shirt, and I just went on the thing, and I put my hand down below, and there you have it. And, you know, after so many shots, I found the perfect one, and it's just perfect. I mean, because it pretty much depicts an important scene in the most important part of the collection, Red Afterworld, and I just kind of had that idea. So I got a lot of great comments since it came out last January, just about the cover by itself. And I hadn't done a cover like that. Most of the covers, especially, I designed most of the covers for Black Bedsheet Books, and they're mostly just stuff that I put together, just pictures and things. And but this one, I particularly had to have a photo shoot for it. There was just no other way. And it came out good. I got my little stamp of like something uniquely me on it too, because that is me. I would have gone for anybody if it was right, but so that's cool that you mentioned that. The important thing about Red Wet Dirt, though, is what's written inside. It could have a cool cover and all, but it could be a very crappy book.
Yeah, that was my next question. If you could tell us, a little something about the book, like.
Okay, well, there's it's actually 3 novellas and 3 short stories, and it's got some extra stuff that I dug through file cabinets to find, just because I'm doing it myself. I don't have a publisher to answer to, and it was my first kind of trial run for my new company too. So I figured Especially, it was supposed to come out by another publisher that kind of screwed a lot of people. And that experience is what ultimately made me put my foot down to start my own company to begin with. So I figured, logically, even though it's technically self-published because I'm the publisher and I'm the guy that wrote it, it was like a trial run, pretty much. But I decided to throw everything that I can into it so that people can be a little bit more impressed versus, I mean, in this example, it's probably more is better than less. I put a screenplay for a movie that I'm working on that I want to direct, and I'm getting elements together for that. Like the file cabinet stuff with the extras in the back, I just thought, stuff that I never thought that I'd get published, I'll just throw that in. And as a matter of fact, a lot of the reviewers love that kind of thing. It's like great. Some of the reviewers have said, this isn't just a story. It's not just a collection of stories. It's like a glimpse of Nicholas Grabowsky throughout the process of writing in some ways. And I'm very, very proud of it. It's one of the best works that I've done overall, that and The Everborn. So, yeah, and it's also going to be turned into a series of comic books starting next spring. For a period of 2 years, every story in the book, with the exception of one that I wrote for a graphic novel, is going to be turned into a series of comic books, and then they're going to be accumulated into a graphic novel at the end from a Shot in the Dark Comics in New Jersey. And I saw some of the preliminary stuff over when I went to Horrifying just a couple of weeks ago. Neat stuff.